Now, speaking of Canada, long-serving MP Lawrence MacAulay is retiring after 36 years in federal politics. MacAulay is currently the Agriculture Minister. Real Ag Radio's Lyndsey Smith joins us now with the very latest. Lyndsey, good to have you with us. So tell us about this event that happened on Saturday. Bring us up to date.
Yeah, thanks for having me on, Tammy. Speaking about Rollins, of course, her counterpart, Lawrence MacAulay, the Ag Minister here in Canada, he was first elected in 1988, and last week a invite went out to invite everyone to his home riding of Cardigan, Prince Edward Island, where on Saturday he held an event to announce that he was, in fact, retiring when this Parliament would end. So, on the backdrop of, as you mentioned, all these tariffs and trade disruption, we also are in the midst of a prorogation here in Canada. So our Parliament is not sitting, and it is suspected, of course, that we are headed to a federal election very quickly once Parliament does resume later this month. Many MPs have put their name forward, but many more have announced they are not going to run again, and Lawrence MacAulay is one of those. So Mr. MacAulay has served, as I said, since 1988. He has won 11 times in his riding, but he has announced that it is time to retire from federal politics. He will be 79 in September, so he's been doing this a long time. He has served as Agriculture Minister 2 times, actually, under Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, first in 2015, and then again he was appointed in 2023 and is serving right now as our federal Ag Minister.
Wow. So what do you think MacAulay's legacy in Canadian agriculture will be, and the impact on the political landscape, if any?
Yeah, Tammy, that's a great question. Certainly MacAulay is well respected on Parliament Hill. He has served in many prominent cabinet roles. He has served as Minister of National Defence, Minister of Veteran Affairs, Minister of Labour. And the agriculture portfolio is one that, he realistically has been very well liked. Many of the producer groups, have worked well with MacAulay. He has always been incredibly accessible, and he certainly takes pride in being accessible to not just his constituents, but of course to those within the ministry. At the same time, from the legacy perspective, he certainly has been, in his last little while, a much quieter, perhaps, than we would like, I suppose, from the agriculture industry, and certainly has not necessarily been as effective as a minister in these last few years, failing to secure some pretty key meetings recently. But, realistically, I think most would say that Minister MacAulay is well-liked and has served his country well in his time as MP.
Very interesting to see what happens next. That's Lyndsey Smith with Real Ag Radio. Appreciate your time. And this Real Ag Radio update brought to you by Economics. You can go to nutrient-economics.com for the latest crop nutrition research and information. And you can catch Real Ag Radio. It airs 4:30 p.m. Eastern weekdays on Rural Radio, channel 147 on Sirius XM. And we'll talk to them again tomorrow, Market Day Report.